I've always loved camping, and this trip was supposed to be a relaxing getaway with my friends. We arrived at the campsite on a crisp autumn evening, the smell of damp earth and decaying leaves filling my nostrils as we set up our tents. The forest was quiet, except for the occasional hooting of owls in the distance. As night began to fall, we huddled around the campfire, swapping scary stories and trying to spook each other. But it wasn't until we heard the twigs snapping in the darkness that I felt a chill run down my spine. At first, I thought it was just a stray animal, but then I heard my name being whispered, softly and urgently. I tried to brush it off as the wind, but the voice grew louder, more insistent. I looked around at my friends, but they seemed oblivious to the sound. That's when I realized I was the only one who could hear it. The whispering grew more frantic, and I felt myself being drawn towards the darkness. I tried to resist, but my feet seemed to move of their own accord, carrying me deeper into the forest. The trees loomed above me, their branches creaking ominously in the wind. I stumbled over roots and fallen branches, my heart racing with fear. And then, I saw it. A figure, tall and imposing, its face twisted into a grotesque grin. The whispering stopped, and I was left with an oppressive silence. The figure began to move towards me, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. I tried to run, but my legs were frozen in terror. The figure reached out a hand and touched my face, and everything went black. When I came to, I was back at the campsite. My friends gathered around me, looking concerned. They told me I had wandered off into the woods and gotten lost, but I knew what I had seen. And then, I noticed something that made my blood run cold. Carved into the trunk of a nearby tree, in letters that seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy, was a single word: mine. I knew then that I had stumbled into something ancient and evil, something that had been waiting for me all along, and I knew that I would never be able to escape its grasp.